So Paul, we're here at Oulton Park, final round of the season. Just starting with yesterday though, testing. That's some stories in itself, isn't it? Talk us through.
We had a few issues. We were struggling with front end grip, and then that left us with a reasonable incident on the third session going into Island Bend. Went straight on. I think the GPS was saying about 129 mile an hour. We left the circuit. So fortunately, drives in one piece. Kart was mostly in one piece. So it was not the ideal way of finishing a test day.
Yeah, of course. I think most drivers I spoke to today have said they've had the odd issue throughout the weekend. So maybe good that you got it out of the way over in practice. And obviously it was good that you got everything sorted ready for race day and qualifying today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why we do the test days. Get those little things out the way so that then today I spend less time trying to focus on setup and just try and get in the zone on race day and qualifying day. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were qualifying this morning. The track was constantly evolving by the sounds of things with the water from the rain and stuff. Talk us through it, because it seemed like a mixed bag for everyone, really.
Given that the forecast for the last week has been, that it's going to be dry, and then, I don't know, probably about 9 o'clock this morning, the grey clouds coming in. We're out at 10 o'clock, and you can just feel the moisture in the air. And you're just thinking, what's happening? Is it going to be slicks? Is it going to be wets? And then, so qualifying wasn't too bad. It's just the front guys are incredibly quick.
Yeah. When this whole week we've been leading up to this, and it's looking dry, and you kind of have a certain image of how things are going to be in your head. Does it throw you off a bit as a driver when it's then a completely different dynamic and it's not what you expected?
We're used to it.
Yeah. It's racing in the UK, really, isn't it?
It's racing in the UK. It's nice to try and mentally prep yourself when you think it's a dry weekend coming up and go, it's dry, it's going to be fine. But the SuperKarts have spent so many times on the grid, on slicks, looking up and going, it's going to rain pretty soon. Yeah. So I think we're all pretty used to doing a very quick tyre change to wets and the alternative wets to slicks on the dummy grid, with a minute or 2 minutes before we're out on track. So it's not ideal, but we're used to it now.
Used to it, yeah. Well, with one race complete today, it was a pretty mixed bag for everyone. A little bit of spray still on the circuit, despite now it has stopped raining, luckily. But talk us through it. It looked busy, looked fun.
Yeah, so Oulton, especially at this time of the year, is always wet, cold. The way that you got the trees over on the sort of the backside of the track always means that it doesn't really get to a proper dry line as quick as some of the rest of the track. Start was interesting. Obviously, there was some sort of incident up ahead. Through all the spray, you can just see one kart going sideways, and you think, "Oh no, something big's happening up ahead." It's all about surviving that first lap, getting the feel for it. Once you've got the feel for it, you can then slowly start to push and then try and catch those up ahead and make sure you don't overdo it and end up in the kitty litter.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got 2 more races coming up today. What's the expectation for those?
I think the difficulty for race 2 will be trying to work out, is it dry, is it wet? Is it going to be more advantageous to stay on wets and stay on the track but lose a bit of performance, or do you go for the slicks knowing that maybe you'll go fast on the dry parts but you've got to really tiptoe around the rest of it? And then for race 3, it's making sure that you don't do anything bad in race 2, so we've only probably got about an hour to turn around things for race 3. It's just don't bin it, keep it on the grey stuff and get some points.
Oh, easy, right?
Yeah, sure.
Best of luck. Hope it all goes well for you.
Thank you very much.